And we're live. No point hanging around. I've got nothing to say or do today. I've got no comics to show or anything. So, you know, I'm going to see Fantastic Four tomorrow.
Yeah. So I've got it booked for Monday. Go and see it Monday.
Because me and Lisa were going to go out and like do something with like date night, whatever you want to call it. And we was going to go to that Paradox Museum. You know, the head of the museum, of Paradox Museum in London.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
I haven't. No.
It's kind of like weird like rooms with like things on the ceiling, so like all like skewed perspective and stuff like that kind of thing. But we decided to leave that for later in the week. So we thought we'd go to pictures
walking upstairs,
and we just looked at what was in the time slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. It's like, so we're not doing that now. So we're going to the cinema instead.
Yeah.
So it was like a bit expensive. It's a long time a month for money. So we decided to go to pictures instead because it's a bit cheaper. We go to pictures half price of just one ticket to this museum. So we'll save that for later in the month, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, they say it was a weird thing. I booked up from the usual F.A.R.T.s, so we could have a respite, you know, with the other half sort of thing. And for some reason, the F.A.R.T.s showing has got something special called Psy. Oh, what the hell it is, I don't know. But the price goes from £7.50 to £25. So I don't know what's special about watching it. So I changed the time.
How's it spelled? S-Y? P-S-Y? How's it spelled?
I think it was P-I-I or something or other. I don't know what it means. No idea what it means. Yeah, but I'm assuming it's some kind of special showing. They throw a bucket of water over you or something or other. I don't know, but it's,
considering how much of the cast is from England, maybe it's one of the cast members are there.
maybe you get the full Invisible Woman experience.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but I ain't paying £25 to watch a bloody 2-hour movie. Thanks very much. So
maybe you get to rub Vanessa Kirby.
You get an Invisible Woman nap dance.
No, I just changed the hours to because Monday is supposed to be the cheat day. So why they chuck that in the middle of it, I don't know. But anyway.
Did you guys see the red carpet to that?
No.
She was in this.
I did see that the original Fantastic Four.
She was in. Vanessa Kirby was in like this perfect, like powder blue dress. Yeah. And she's like 6-7 months pregnant now. And she still looked stunning. I was blown away. I was like, "Oh my God!" Because like they showed her from the top, like they showed her top half, and I'm like, "What a beautiful dress!" And then they backed up, and it was skin tight, and it was still a beautiful dress. And she is definitely preggers, but
I don't even know her. What's she been in before? What other films has she been in, or TV program?
I'd never heard
of her, so I thought she maybe. She's a new person to the role, then, kind of thing.
Yes, so I've never heard of any, but other than obviously the one that's playing Mr. Fantastic.
But,
Hi.
Hello.
Now, I've known Evan Moss Baccarat.
Talking of Mr. Fantastic, it's Tempest.
Evening.
Evan Moss Baccarat played Micro in Punisher. With
what TV show Punisher? One of the many films. I don't remember Micro in one of the
which in season 1 of the Punisher. Marvel.
I mean, I've seen it, but I can't say I remember it.
He was Micro in season 1 of the Punisher. I've tried calling Bill a couple times. I don't remember him to join us, but
no. He's still on his.
Well, he didn't even reply to any of the chat windows, so I didn't think he would be.
Is Micro in the TV series like the Micro in the comics, or is he a younger version?
I don't remember the TV.
I don't think they've got Micro right yet, actually, but Evan Moss Baccarat's is probably the closest.
It was on Gray. It's on Disney Plus. I don't think it's been on normal TV yet. Have you got Disney Plus?
The original one, wasn't it? Wasn't it the original one still on there? Or is this a new series, the one you're talking about?
I think you're talking about the new series, aren't you?
The one with I done forgot his name.
The one with the Daredevil.
The one with John Barenthal.
Yeah, that was on Netflix, wasn't it?
Yeah. I thought it was on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's a Disney Plus. Well, no, wait.
The original came out on
it's on Netflix. It was the Netflix one.
Netflix.
That's not one I've seen then. I've only seen ones that have been on Disney Plus.
Yeah, the new Daredevil's on. Daredevil, the second series of Daredevil's on Disney Plus. But I don't know if they're bringing over the original. Yeah. The original stuff.
Yeah, I think they must. Because I've seen the first season of Punisher. Yeah, so that must be what was on Netflix. They brought over to Disney, I'm assuming, because I've seen the first series. But as I say, some of these. I mean, I don't know. I never read the comics, so I don't know these characters. I mean, all right, I'd heard of Punisher, but I mean, I don't know the.
It's funny because I was just talking about UK stuff. I went into GT News in 1989 and saw this on the shelf of Punisher Weekly. And then I went back into GT News for the next 30 weeks to pick up the next 30 issues that came out. Yeah. Until I went down 1 week and it wasn't there anymore.
That's traitorous, isn't it? You buying a
the magazine comic? Wasn't, or the shop?
Well, it could have been either. I know. Again, don't tell anybody about that.
No, we won't tell the Sheffield people. No, for God's sake, no.
But that introduced me to the NAM as well, which is a pretty good series.
NAM, N-A-M.
Yeah,
I've seen it. I've never read it.
Yeah,
but,
I
started in issue 5.
Yeah, same here. I say so. Yeah.
I take it. Is it about?
I saw so many of them, and I never read one. Yeah, because he appears in it a bit, then he Punisher goes to Nam, a couple of
that's sort of
episodes of that Nam comic
stuff.
Yeah. But when he come out originally, he was Nam originally, wasn't he? But obviously nowadays he's not. He's got no ties to Vietnam
it was
nowadays.
Originally Nam, and they updated it to the War on Terror,
Gulf War or something.
Yeah, they just keep
give it a few more years. It'll be based on insurrection or something. Yeah.
I mean, he came out in 74, 75, so he was definitely the disenfranchised now, I bet.
Yeah.
I thought that. Have you seen Warzone? The film?
Seen Warzone? Well, the film Punisher Warzone.
Yeah.
Is that the one in the tower block?
That's the one with
way all the way up the
tower. Ray Stevenson and Wayne Knight plays Micro.
Yeah,
that was quite violent.
The Micro version of that, Wayne Knight didn't play it well, but him being like a go-to arms guy, that kind of got Micro right. But he was like a brainchild in the CIA. So.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan's died. Does Hulk's dead? The Hulkamania is no longer running wild.
He took a blowtorch to his reputation here.
From the sounds of it, he had an heart attack, didn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Well, he should have stuck
his
door in the
couple of times he appeared, he got booed off stage.
As I say, he said or done something wrong, didn't he? I mean, first of all, he liked Trump to start off with, didn't he? So
even a decade.
I noticed before then. I noticed before that, but that didn't help. I'm sure.
Wasn't he hired as part of the administration?
I don't think so.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I know he was.
WWE, Mrs. WWE got hired as part of the administration. I'm not sure Hulk did.
Touted. I know he was touted around at some point.
Yeah.
Who knows? He may have been
one of the health and fitness
minister
guys.
of bloody silly walks or something.
What?
With his knees, he's probably the minister of silly walks. That's what I reckon.
What was the first thing he did that made him, sort of smell bad, to the Americans?
It was racism, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, serious racism.
calling people by the N-word.
Oh, cool.
Like blatantly and bragging about it and didn't know it was recorded. Then did a sex tape with a friend's wife.
Oh.
And just, I mean, the real him came out and everybody's like, yeah, we don't need this.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a Florida guy through and through. And his whole shtick was stolen from other people. Not even subtly. His whole shtick was stolen from other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they recycle the blinking that kind of thing in wrestling all the time. Anyway, it's not the first person to do it.
Well,
like
but
Ric Flair
you
wasn't
can
the first
put your
Nature
own
Boy,
spin on a shtick. He didn't put a spin on it. He flat out just ripped off other people. He's proof of timing. That's
but you've stolen your curmudgeonly old crump stick from somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm amazed.
Who's got some comics to show?
Temper said he had some.
I got some.
Amazed by what? What are you amazed by? You say you're amazed by something, Carl?
Well, the fact that so many people I liked in the 80s and 90s turned out to be Trump type, just real bad human beings. They put on the facade of decent people, and now I've got this bunch of swag upstairs from these people that just are horrible. I mean, just horrible people.
Yeah, we'd say we learned that over here sort of thing in the 60s, 70s and 80s of people that we used to watch on television and then find out the real truth about them. I think
still
people
can't
used
get over Rolf Harris.
That annoyed me more. Mind you, I always said the Rolf Harris because I read his autobiography and I've never read such a small autobiography. No wonder.
That's how the film went straight in, Ben.
So that's 70% he couldn't put in it. I mean, it was almost like a pamphlet.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. To say, it is annoying
Too
because
much glare. Blimey.
I always wonder, actually, with Rolf Harris, how much his art went down in price.
What issue number was that?
His art wasn't that good anyway, was it?
I reckon that portrait with the Queen doesn't hang in the throne room anymore. Put it that way.
249, that one.
249.
Well, that's one off the big one, wasn't it?
Romance.
Young Love. That's a pricey book.
Young Love.
I finished off. I got all the other issues of Blip. That was missing.
That's a key issue for two reasons.
That's what Rolf Harris got in trouble for, Young Love.
Why is that such a key issue?
First appearance of Mario.
And Donkey Kong. Mark got my copy of that.
All right. I got it for about half the price of what they normally go for because they are kind of expensive. That first issue is anyway.
Wow. Someone didn't know. Blip. That's back in the day when the sound effects were real top class. Blip.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm playing a game of Pac-Man. Blip. What you need to do, you need to go back to the beginning of that row and start showing them faster and faster and faster, so it sounds like we're playing Space Invaders. So we start blip, 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 and then show them quick blip, 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 then quick blip, 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 blip.
Some stuff I got off Mark.
What is that cactus saying?
Nothing.
Oh, you bought it from Mark's, not whatnot.
Yeah.
It's not a cactus.
Well, the cactus isn't saying anything. It's Elric. That was.
Yeah, they're nice to get.
Yeah, I know. I kind of meant that. Oh, Doom Patrol, nice. Is that the first issue of Doom Patrol?
One of the early ones, though.
Yeah, that is the first Doom Patrol.
That's the first one when it actually called Doom Patrol, yeah. Those environments had to mystery go for a bit, didn't they?
There was 11 of them. I've got the 11. Well, it was 12 if you count the special.
Yeah, I think you've got them all.
It was going to be number 12, but they changed it, sort of thing. They called it a special.
That one's terrible. That one you have to read.
Yeah, horrible to read that.
Someone told me why they did that. That was horrible to read. I don't know why they did that for. I'm sure someone told us one. Did you tell us why they did it, Kyle? Or Oh yeah, that's cool. I want my copy of that. The kind person The kind person who owned that copy before me did little arrows telling me who was Lara and who was Lois on that cover.
Oh, that was clever.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I've only got 9 more Lois to go to get my number 11 to the end of the run.
That's not bad. You might as well go for the other 10, though, aren't you? Surely.
Well, you know, I'll try and get there 9 first.
Do you see if Lisa will buy you the showcase for Christmas?
Yeah, I don't think so. I have a strict budget of what I get for comics at Christmas, and it ain't going to cover it.
Oh, that I've got that, but it's in the biggest shit condition ever.
Yeah.
I've never seen a decent copy of that, and that looks really nice.
What number is that? It looks old.
113.
116.
16, I mean.
I actually went to a Comic-Con in Birmingham
a
couple of weekends ago, and there were actually people there selling comics for a change, and that's what
that does make it.
Can I ask you how much you pay for that, Steve?
It was 70 quid.
Brilliant.
Is that a 10 cent now?
Yeah, but that's a brilliant price.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the best. Honestly, is the best condition I've ever seen that copy in.
What year is that? Early 60s or?
It's
50. That's 58.
Late 50s, yeah.
Do you know who else was at that Comic-Con?
Someone famous?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Really?
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah. Comic-Con.
So it must have been one of the last things he ever did.
Yeah, because it was in the...
What, doing signing or playing comics himself?
All right, what I missed. What I missed, it was so cool.
Oh.
My wife just pulled up. I didn't
realize you disappeared. So did you say hello to him or?
What is it?
Superman 116.
Nice.
Yeah. You can't really. The rest of all the Osborns were there, and you know, like they're at tables. So there's Jack, there's Kelly, there's Sharon, but Ozzy's like behind some curtains.
Well,
so unless you're cute to see him, you can't see him.
We never actually saw him.
No.
Right.
No, I was just wondering what he would have looked like, sort of thing. I mean, if he's only a day later, he drops dead. That's crazy.
Was it day after?
No, it was
2 weeks.
Well, a few weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks afterwards, yeah.
Yeah. A friend of mine.
So he was in Birmingham at the same time as in the Black Sabbath gig.
Yeah.
Aston Villa. Wow.
No, it's saying, Steve, that 116. You know Sunil. You know Sunil?
Vaguely.
Yeah, as I say, essentially, he's the one that's got the full run of Superman from 1 to 61.
Oh, nice.
But he, he's on Facebook and feeds and all that sort of thing. But he actually sent me that copy, and he said, "Oh, give me a tenner for it, for the one I had." But it's all shredded, and the cover is shredded. The inside pages are, and also it's got the biggest. You can almost see the back cover more than the front cover, kind of thing. I had to bend it all over. But I've yet to find, as I said, that's the best looking book I've ever.
I think I've seen it on. I think I've seen it online, not looking as good as.
Because I've seen it. I've seen it in slabs, and they usually only go up to about 3.5, 4 if you're lucky, and they look cack sort of thing. But that's beautiful, and for only 70 quid, that's a buy. That is.
There you go.
Nice.
This is it's got some writing on it. This has recently been right. Okay, so it's not exactly a pristine comic book, but it was split completely split cover, and I've repaired it to the best of my ability. So it's now on the staples. But look, I don't know. This whole bit here, the whole section here, you can't really tell actually. It doesn't look too bad under this, but that's all tape. that whole section there is just tape. Well, I've doubled it over to. Don't look too bad. It's on the staples, That's my repair work. That's my top notch repair work. That is. I'm sure I'll get people coming from far and wide asking for my services.
I'm going to say you're becoming quite good at that now.
Well, it's in one piece now anyway. I don't know if it's worth the effort though. It's like, is it really worth it? No, I don't know. I enjoy doing it though. It's kind of like therapeutic to put a bit of love into your comic book. You know what I mean?
Every comic book deserves
I'm not able to make it worth anymore because.
Gray, make it as big as they can.
I agree. Oh, that's your one. Yeah. That's still not too bad, mate. You got that for a tenner? I'd buy that for a tenner.
But so you see,
I don't know if I don't suppose any of you guys can make it to London, but a place in space has got a half price sale on for summer. So if anyone happens to be able to make it to Croydon,
the pages are ripped.
In South London.
It's all sort of shredded. Virtually every page is shredded.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
Do you bother using
it's a very difficult book to read. Not without, and I mean, I flattened it a little bit there, so it's a little smoother. But yeah, so. But no, to get that one, I'm very, very.
Do you ever bother trying to put document tape on, Terry?
Pardon?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Do you ever try and fix them up with a bit of document tape?
There's no point in doing it because I mean, the first 14 pages are ripped. So what's the point? You just you put all that document tape on it, you just make it bloody awful. I mean, it's bad enough without it. So I think putting it on, it looks horrible. So say it's just. No, I would love to get another. I mean, this is probably this one and issue 120 because the issue 120 I got when I bought it from America, and it looked absolutely gorgeous. It's got a pink cover. And there wasn't a mark on it. It looked really, really nice. And when I got it and I had it in the bed, and they put it in my light and all the rest of it, and it looked beautiful. I took it out and the bloody covers fell off. It was split right down the centre, right down the spine. There's nothing wrong with the book. Book's perfect. When I sent the what's his name email back to the guy, he turned around and said, "Oh, was it tampered with?" I said, "What? Was it tampered with?" I said, "No, it was perfect, in perfect condition. It was in beautiful packaging, barely a mark from it, considering it come from 5,000 miles away. Wasn't a mark on the packaging." And he was trying to blame the packagers for this. You know, it wasn't like that when it left us. Yeah. Well, of course it wasn't. No,
there's somehow torn it in the package.
Yes, somebody obviously it was sort of like secretly put a Stanley knife blade in there, sort of thing, you know, and cut it away, and then it dematerialized, sort of thing, you know. But do us a favour. I hate it when people do that.
Yeah,
I am sorry, mate. You know, we didn't, you know, let's say we didn't realise it was like that or something like that. But I mean, it's just a shame because the cover is immaculate.
Yeah.
It looks as though you've just bought the bloody thing off the shelf, you know. And it's another one that's split. But at least, I mean, everything else.
Did you get anything back from him?
Pum?
Did you get any refund or anything?
No, I got nothing because he wouldn't take any blame for it. He wouldn't take it. It wasn't his fault. You know, it wasn't like that when he left. You know, all that crap. I mean, he was basically blaming me as though I had taken it out the wrapper and then ripped it in half. You know, it was me. I did it. So, yeah, of course I would. You know, I mean, I've just spent 120 quid.
The pictures that he showed of it.
Pardon?
Did the pictures that he showed of it, like, show the cover complete?
Yeah, well, the pictures look immaculate.
You see the front and the back.
Yeah, so yeah, the
pictures. You couldn't see that.
No, you couldn't see that the spine was.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons you recorded.
Still holding on, because when I had it, it was still holding on to the staples, and so therefore you couldn't see it. It wasn't until I picked it up and then the page just flew away. You know, you go to open it and you've got the page in your hand.
That's why you record bigger purchases, because you can send that to eBay and be like, "Hey, this is me opening it, and it just came apart."
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I know. But no, the guy wouldn't have it at all, sort of thing. And you know, but as I said, again, that's another one. I've never seen a good copy of it because it's got that bright pink cover. Yeah. It's always got marks on it or damaging on it or something or other. There's always some kind of I mean, let's say Christ, he's over 60 years old. Sort of thing, so I've got a few marks myself, sort of thing. I'm over 60, but. No, it's so annoying though. So with it, I mean, I think it cost me about £120 with the carriage charge as well. It wasn't cheap, but again, you look at that issue up and you try and find it cheap, and it don't happen.
Yeah,
but it was annoying.
I would love to. Lowe's Lane 55 from Silver Acre.
Yeah. There's lots of people have bad mouthing them and such like that, but I honestly have never had a problem with them. Usually I buy stuff from them, and it's usually under graded. Most of the stuff I bought from them,
who's that? Silveracre?
Better than they've actually said from Silveracre. Yeah, it's actually better than they've said. I'm very surprised. With them.
I got one from them, and it was low grade, and it had a bloody hole through the blinking page, but it didn't specify there was a hole through the blinking 2 panels. Like, but I said I got in touch with him pictures, and he just refunded me for the whole thing, so that wasn't so bad.
I was looking up. I was thinking of calling myself, because I call myself Deadman Comics. It's about time I got the Strange Adventures, something I used to have years ago, and I looked up on the up on eBay. And I just went through a few. And of course, now with eBay, as you probably know, you go through it, even if you haven't put it in your watch list. If you've just looked at it, it's watched, and you get a thing through sometimes from them, about the price. But anyway, issue. I mean, Strange Adventures 2.5 to 2.16, but this is 2.6 to 2.6 to 2.16. So those 2.5s missing because obviously the dearest one, but. They've offered to me, and it works out at £174 for all of them, including carriage. And they've reduced it by $100, which the price wasn't originally. But when you look at some of the conditions of some of them, you think, well, I'm only going. There's no point, It's actually because I've actually worked it out buying them individually from different places in better condition, with the exception of 205, and almost the same price, even with their discount, and I'm buying slightly better copies. I mean, because some of these ones, they turn around and say, I love the last one, the last issue, the 206. The 216, the last issue. It's got holes in the book, but not on the cover. So there's punch holes in the actual book, but not in the cut. But they're not in the cut on the cover. How do you do that? How can you do that?
That's somebody was bored on a Sunday afternoon, isn't it?
But I mean,
you've
got to have a very long punch thing you've got to turn the pages over and keep this cover separate and ram a bloody punch down it, and it's got to be a long punch.
It sounded like a coverless comic that they punched and put in a binder, and then when somebody got it back, they just
that's a possibility. That's a possibility. But the majority of these, they were rated at 5.0, but there was 3 or 4 was the 3.5s and stuff, and then the things about holes, and then another one was it's got a rusty staple when it's migrated, and if they're admitting all of those bits and pieces, it does actually make you wonder, like, really, doesn't it? So I've thought again as far as that's concerned, because I'd like to go to a convention and stuff like that, and actually go through boxes and see if you can find those things, and hopefully not at stupid eBay prices.
Is there only expensive?
Pardon me?
It's the only first appearance that's expensive.
205 and 206. I mean, 205 is the most expensive. Yeah, this is the first appearance. But 206, it's not, it's not excessively expensive. I mean, I'd still, I would get it. But 206, it depends on who's selling it. I mean, the 206, some people have got it at the same price as 205 almost. Other people have been sensible.
Wow. 206 is better than 205, even though 205 introduces him, but that's Carmine Infantino art, and 206 you're getting to Neil Adams.
I mean,
you got the classic cover to start it.
But no, but the only trouble with 205 is the majority of them have been slabbed. I don't really want them slabbed.
Why did you call your channel Deadman Comics when you didn't own the Deadman Comics yourself?
Well, I do.
Was that your favourite character?
I do own. I mean, I've got those in the reprint, and I've got all the other series. But no, he's just a character I liked, and I thought, well, I mean, you'd say Superman, but I mean, Superman seemed a bit blasé kind of thing. Everybody does that. He's a new kiddie on the thing. I don't know whether you've seen his channel. He's only got about 4 or 5 videos at the moment. They're only little ones. Called himself Kal-El.
Okay. Well, my channel is partially named after a pretty obscure character from a very old JLA comic from the 80s. There was a lord of, working for the Lords of Order. I think he was collecting Dreammen, as you're saying. He was called the Greyman. And when I made up my channel, I was kind of, because my name's Graham, and I call myself Grey all the time. I just read that comment. I thought, I'll be the Greyman. But it's a really, really obscure character. It was used maybe 2 issues or something.
Your channel's about 17 years old, so you probably didn't have the grey beard then either, did you?
No, I didn't have a beard when I first started the channel.
No.
If I find the energy here in a minute,
much, but yeah.
If I find the energy to crawl upstairs here in a minute, I'll pull out 206 and like my copy of 211 has a date stamp on it. That's my birthday.
Oh, great. No, I was just saying those sort of things I don't mind.
Right, let me show you.
I just don't like, I don't know, sort of books that have got bloody great rips in them and all that sort of stuff.
One of the misses that I had was I passed on a 205 for $20 30 years ago. Told the guy he wanted too much because he wanted $20 for it. And it was a decent condition 205.
That's the same with all things, isn't it? Unfortunately. They say they all... I
wouldn't mind First Metamorpho. That's more expensive now, though, isn't it?
First what?
I kind of wanted my First Metamorpho for a while.
I got it for...
He's in the supermarket.
What did I got it for less than 40 quid.
Metamorpho?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad. Well, how long ago was that?
It wasn't... It was... If it wasn't start of the year, it was last year.
What was that? The Metamorpho 1?
No, that's...
No.
Oh, the Brave and the Bold
57. 65, right?
Oh, yeah.
57, isn't it?
50 something, yeah.
Or 50, yeah.
Yeah.
My story on owning that comic's an absolute horror story. Found it in my attic when I was a kid pulling out Christmas ornaments and found a rat-chewed coverless copy of it. That was my introduction to Metamorpho. This is like 1973, 74.
Well, who put it there?
Oh, there was all kind of stuff like that up there. Like my stepbrother had collected comics in the 50s and 60s. And they just wound up in the attic and they were rat chewed. Was
that your first parcel from... Well, it can't be. It's a DC parcel.
This is from Darren.
Yeah, from Darren. But as I say, what, have you ordered those recently? Or
I know they're these for a while now. But it's just,
they just picked all the reading copies up.
Yeah. It finally got to the front of the pile. So I got these for cheap. Some of them got like the older one. I got like a story panel cut out, which is going to be really annoying. But yeah.
Well, tell me what if there's a panel missing in that one. Tell me what it is. I'll do a copy for you.
Yeah,
I can do those ones. So I haven't got to buy them. I've got them.
No. There's one that's got advert panels. I mean, I couldn't give a toss if adverts are cut out. If I could get if I could buy every single comic with adverts cut out of it, it weren't affecting the story, I would do. You know what I mean? If it would get me them cheapest chips, you know what I mean? Because who gives a toss about the adverts? I mean, they're all right. I don't mind them being.
Well, you do. You make videos of them.
I don't know why. Yeah, exactly. Well, when I can be bothered, I haven't made one for a while. I keep making adverts for the comic book adverts into videos, and I look at them, they're like, this has had 5 views in the first 12 hours of being online. It's like, wow, what's the point of bothering? I'll get round to it again eventually. No, this is a good one. It just says true grey man grade because it's beaten to crap. Look at that, it's got everything.
3.5 pence.
Someone's written a story on the background, I think. Yeah. There's all kinds of writing on that one. It's been signed by 4 people, I think.
His first appearance of Terror Man, right?
Yeah, it could be, yeah. It says introducing latest, greatest. I quite like this this sexy chick, but I guess she's a one-shot wonder just for this issue. Look at those flares.
I like
those trousers. I bet that's what. I reckon that's what Tempest was wearing at the Birmingham Comic Con the other day. I bet that was the outfit he was rocking when he went up there.
With the cutouts down the side.
When the Legion became Superboy in the Legion, I couldn't be bothered with it because I was never a great fan of the Legion. But I did like those Mike Grell covers.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind Legion. I was surprised. This is what
I don't dislike them, but I was never that great a fan of them.
I've read these the last 2 days. This is the pile that I've read in the last 2 days. I'm not like super prolific, but I do like to get a few read every week if I can. So I read this one. I think this is another fix-up job. Yeah, I've done the staples on that one, so they're all together now. This is an imaginary story where his son turns out to be a complete washout, so he takes away his powers of gold kryptonite.
He always seems to have problems with his son in the comics around that time. Batman's kid was always Ace. The Superman's kid was always didn't live up to standards.
This was the future where he's become a has-been. It's quite a fun story. What was the secret of the wheelchair Superman?
Yeah. Is that one where he's in? Is it the issue before where he's actually going down the street in a wheelchair and everybody's like chasing after him?
Yeah. Jimmy Olsen's trying to chase him. You haven't seen him for years. Where have you been, Superman?
Do you know what's
his powers? And
do you know what's unique about that cover? That last cover, Gray. No, it's that key. That's the first time key. That's the first time that key shape has been on the cover.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Considering how long ago it was.
It's quite a cool.
There was an action. I mean, there was an action
back
like 200 issues earlier, but it wasn't the same shape.
Right.
That was the issue.
This is a completely
that was 241. The issue just 251, just before Supergirl appeared.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the 251. I'm talking about the original key. Supergirl arrived.
This cover is completely misleading because at no point does this happen. No. There's a depiction of Batman's friends like as dummies, like being, this is what we'd like to do to his friends kind of thing. But at no point did the real actual Lois, Jimmy, and Batman get caught and put in that predicament. And it certainly isn't Superman's fault. So thanks to you, Superman, we've got your friends in our Hall of Hate. There's a completely misleading cover. And they weren't even there. It was like stuffed dummies of them. I think this might be quite an old. Is this a 10 cent now? Yes, it's a 10 cent now. It's quite. I think it almost feels like it was an early Kandor story because, they were talking about Kandor, but as if they was explaining it for the first time. But it must have been a lot earlier than this. Or it might have been. Maybe it was an old story retold. I'm not too sure.
142.
Yeah. 134.
134. Right.
Yeah. That's it. That's what I've read this one. That's the ones I've got to read and the reading. And the already read pile. The only other comics I've got is Cover Slingers. So I'm not going to give you any forewarning of. You have to tune in to find out what the Cover Slingers are. Let me just try actually. Let me just try something if I could do this because it won't let you do videos anymore, will it? Just double check. Someone said something about you've got to pair them or something, and it'll let you use them. But I don't know what they were talking about. So you try and show a video, and it won't do nothing. It just says no. Yeah, the free plan comes with one example video, which I can't even find example video. If you'd like to share your own video, check out our upgraded plans. Let me just see if I can do the share a video file here. Because I can just do this instead of having to... let's have a look. Here we go. So I've been... Unfortunately, annoyingly... What happened there? Why are they not there anymore? That's weird.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Why are those videos not there?
That's 241 with the key.
It actually looks like a key.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a key. Let me put it on the big screen for a second, Terry. Feel free to show any old Superman that you want.
But that's the one I'm talking about. That's the 120 I'm talking about.
Was that also a key issue as well? Even though it's got a key on the front.
I think actually, you say that they laugh, but I think it was.
Is it 242 the first Brainiac?
242 first Brainiac, yeah. But yeah, the two. Sorry, I'm not Supergirl, silly. So the 10 issues early. 251 is to the other one. But no, this was actually the first talking about the Fortress of Solitude before the Golden Age. I mean, it was back. But this is the first time it was mentioned in the Silver Age, as far as I know.
I'm going to try again with that video file. See if this works.
That's that 120 I was talking about. You can see how nice it is?
Yeah.
Just a lovely cover. And as I say, just spoon. I mean, you can't even actually see it split down the spine on the thing either. But
well,
until you take it out the bag.
I'm going to do a test to see if this works when it comes to.
So annoying that it's such a beautiful cover.
Banana.
Correct. Next.
She's going to love that on Saturday.
Yeah.
She's going to love that on Saturday.
Hopefully she'll enjoy that one. That was,
well, I don't want to know where you got that video from.
It's on YouTube. I tell you what, you do one search for a fart video and it never ends. Like I've got enough of it. Fart suggestions now. There's like compilations. There's shorts of like people farting in bottles. People giving each other Dutch ovens and like all sorts going on there. It's like
I suppose you can put that on because it's YouTube, can you? Because it's YouTube, you can put it on.
It's on YouTube already, yeah.
Will you be able to put it on the Slingers channel?
I've just downloaded them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't play it straight from the stream. I have to just share a video like I just did then.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't share cake farts on there. That's a little too pornographic.
Is that still going? Is it still there?
What farts?
Cake farts.
Cake farts.
It's naked women farting on cakes and pudding.
Oh, cake farts. Okay, yeah.
Maybe
No.
look for that
Naked
later.
women farting on cakes and pudding.
I suppose it could be worse. It could be crap.
I had to get out of the heat. I trudged upstairs since I talked about a few of the books, so I grabbed my DC box since I got you guys. I got one quick question for Steve, though. Since you were talking about Ozzy, are you a bit of a metalhead, Steve?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was just wondering about that, but all right.
My sister actually wanted to see him.
But I went ahead and grabbed my DC Fancy box. If you want to blow me up, I'll show some of these DC Fancy books I got in here. Because it's just too damn hot out there.
It's not that cool over here.
Boy Commandos number 9. Simon and Kirby.
Yeah.
1942, 43. Single staple war book.
They had a thing about like underage children going to war in the golden age, didn't they?
Yeah, All American Men of War number.
Jack
7.
Kirby did anyway.
Number 7. Condition of that's kind of scary good considering how old that is. I just got this recently.
What number is that?
137, first appearance of Vandal Savage.
Oh, cool.
Second JSA crossover.
Yeah. Yeah, with my Flash, I'm trying to go from 150 to the end of the run.
Wonder Woman 114.
Nice monster. A monster riding a train. You don't see many covers like that.
Trying to do the Flash from 164 because I've got the omnibuses up to 163.
Man Bat number 1. These things are just kind of randomly stuck in.
Nice purple cover. Matilda will approve.
For Terry. Nice little Sugar and Spike by Shelley Mayer.
Well.
Why is it Sugar and Spike?
Don't know.
I couldn't bother this Sugar and Spice.
Maybe
like
Sugar and Spice is copyrighted.
Hey, look, it's the death of Superman. Here's a slightly important modern run.
Fortunately, didn't take.
17. That's the first cameo.
So important, did you
18.
say?
That first one's the first cameo. That's the first appearance.
Yeah.
How did that costume always bothers me?
Because
where did all those bone spurs come from? Why couldn't you see him in that costume?
Why did it stay on?
Yeah. You see, he was growing through the whole issue, wasn't he? He was getting more bony all the way through.
I don't know what it was.
Again,
I thought he only got more
random.
bony once he was killed. Like when he came back, he only.
Watchmen 12.
Nice.
He's back now as an aged person in World's Finest books.
Is he?
Yeah, he's back.
Stanley and his monsters.
Monster.
Stanley and His Monster, number 112.
Yeah.
The last issue.
Yeah, I've never bought any of those.
Was
I
that
did do a
always
DC Who's Who.
Was that always DC, Stanley and His Monster?
I don't know. Super Team Family 1. Warlord 1. Strange Adventures 183.
I did a video on that one. I did that story on my channel.
And then can't get past these. Of course, I had to put them in 2 different bags.
Oh, yeah.
First Royal Flush Gang.
2 different bags? What's wrong with back to back?
First Red Tornado.
Yeah, I like that cover. Yeah.
Shadow.
Yeah, that was one of the guys on YouTube, Comic Mike. He had virtually the full run of that. And to be honest, I never even knew there was a full run.
Man.
I thought I only ever see Shadow. I only ever remember seeing the first issue.
Madam
I never remember any of the others. I mean, he
There's
showed
like
all the
18
covers.
issues or something.
Yeah, he showed all the covers. They were lovely covers on those Shadow. But
I'm trying to get that Shadow one at the moment. I've got a few more to go.
Yeah,
This one's jumped up in price a little bit.
Yeah, I expect it did.
Okay.
All-Star Superman 1, the Neil Adams variant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I enjoyed that series.
Yeah.
You need to ship this off to JM
Yeah, I heard
and
lots
get
of
it
people
signed.
say good things about it, but I never read it.
First appearance
cool.
of Creature Commandos.
I did have that one. That was one. I did
Yeah.
remember reading. I enjoyed that when that came out.
Top 5 favorite comic here, and my
And that's
favorite
your
horror
favorite story in that
ever.
one, isn't it?
That's a great cover. Isn't it? Is
My
that Nick
favorite
Cardy?
horror story ever.
And Neil Adams or Nick Cardy?
That's Neil Adams. There's a Neil Adams story in here called The Game. It's the best horror story I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So I love that book. Random Justice League. Just like I said, just a random Adams Justice League thrown in there. I need to get these things in order. Batman.
First League of Assassins. No, sorry, first Lazarus Pit. Sorry.
Lazarus Pit.
First Lazarus Pit, that was.
Couple of Masters of the Universe issues.
I've only got number 2 of that one. I can't probably get number 1 and
number
3.
3. Utterly random here.
Here's
Here's
what
key issue.
Masters of the Universe do when the movie comes out.
Flop number 1.
Yeah, you're talking about for ages, isn't they? That's the other thing I need. The bloody well DC Comics Presents Masters of the Universe issue. I need that one for my run, but it's like so annoying.
Trouble with that is great because of that film. If that film's really good, that's going to go through the roof. The price. I mean, it's expensive anyway, but
yeah, I know. So I won't be buying it. I always looked at them plot covers. I thought they would discuss.
There's a bollocks cover for you.
They're horrible.
I'm going to say that.
Like,
does remind you of testicles, that cover.
Yeah.
Here's a rare modern DC
covers.
book.
I'm not a fan.
How many of these you ever seen?
Never. I've seen it. DC.
That's the DC Piranha Press.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
It's actually a nice cover.
It's a good cover, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a DC book, actually. Richard Dragon, Kung Fu Fighter.
Yeah, I had all those.
Bruce Lee.
Years ago.
I'm still looking for a couple of those. It's like I've got a couple more. I need to finish my run of that. And I just
This might be a good book.
Yeah, well, they say Richard Dragon 1 came out at the same time as Joker 1 did. So I remember having both of them on my wall.
Swamp Thing number 1.
Which
I love, but my favorite will always be that one.
Oh, John Constantine.
Swamp Thing 37. Run
That's the first DC Tarzan, isn't it?
DC Tarzan. First and second.
I think they've messed up John Constantine now. They've made him into a bloody superhero, haven't they? It's kind of annoying. Just stuck in as he was in the Vertigo world.
Welcome back, Cotter number 1.
How long did that series go?
4 issues.
Yeah, I didn't think it lasted long.
No,
I've only ever seen the first. Only ever seen the number 1.
Here's another one you don't see too often.
Welcome back, Cotter.
11, you say?
Summer 1944. Funny stuff. Number 1.
That's nice.
I think there was 11, Carl.
Cotter went to 11.
He went something like
nice. Summer 44.
He did run for a few issues. Yeah.
No, so I only ever remember seeing issue number 1. I don't ever saw any others.
I've got like issue number 4 and a sealed
You couldn't
pack
give me
with
them.
a flashback there, but
Because I picked up the full run of it. I've even got the treasure.
This one never makes any sense. That cover, in that cover, Batman had 2 pairs of trousers on. Because if you look, you'd like Ra's al Ghul, he's holding up his trousers.
He
and
always
he's still wearing his trousers.
He always comes prepared for a pants in.
It was probably playing golf.
That issue,
in case he got a hole in one.
That was 428. That was never distributed over here. It took me ages to get that one because it was never distributed over here.
This is a shotgun.
Ooh, what's up with his chin?
And then random run of Weird Western Tales.
Yeah. With my original collection, I think I was on issue 450 before I got hold of 428. And that was only at a convention for an American person. Yeah, thankfully, I've got all the Jonah Hex.
Why did they stop for a little while then? Just any reason why they stopped appearing for a while?
That particular issue wasn't distributed. I don't know why.
The shotgun on the cover.
You got 429 and you got 427, and then you got 430
Oh,
always.
because the shotgun on the cover, maybe.
Yeah, the shotgun on the cover.
Do you reckon it could have been,
maybe.
do you reckon it could have
Jimmy
been
Olsen 103.
Possibility. I mean, since then I've found out.
Olsen 142.
You know those issues they used to do. You used to get 3 in a bag for about 10 cents less than what they would have cost you if you bought all 3 separately.
Yeah.
like
So
a random
428 was supposed to have been in one of them packs in the UK, but whether it was or not, I don't know.
They never distributed them packs in the UK.
No.
Hold on, I'll go get a couple real quick. Hold on.
You can only get them if you're going to open them.
No, I'm not going to open them.
We don't want to see them then. I want to see you open them, mate. Come on now. We want to see your happy face when you find something good inside.
No, because when I started recollecting the detective, I knew I was going to have a sod of the job getting that one.
Yeah.
But thankfully though, it was reasonably easy. I had to get it from America still. Didn't have it over here, but didn't cost too much.
Okay, here before I go with this one, Forbidden Tales. Tales of Forbidden Love.
yeah.
Wow,
That's another series never ever saw over here. I think it did come out over here, but I never saw it. Because I have seen a couple of.
Great, just completed that one.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of them with a TP price on them. So.
Adventures of Jerry Lewis. Oh, okay. It's not even in this box. I got my Deadmans in another box. Well, that was brilliant. I did all that to get those Deadmans, and they're not even in that box. Oh, well. Here's something unique. First comic size print of Turtles 1. Yeah, these I've sold off most of them, but here's most of my sealed 3-packs. Hulk 209 through 211. Tarzan.
Yeah, but there's only 3 in there.
Yeah, these are Whitman. This is how they were distributed in the Midwest at that time.
Yeah, because 99 cents would be too expensive. Because
so I'll pull the DCs out for you guys, so I'll show both sides.
Because in the one I'm talking about, the 428 was in that the 3-pack over here also had Batman 181 in. You know, the 3-packs. Because that's how I got Batman 181 by buying one of them 3-packs.
You didn't open it, did you?
Huh?
You didn't open it.
Yeah, I mean that was my original. That was when it was originally over here. But I mean to say, I think they were 30. I think say they were 12. They were 12-cent books, which would have cost 12 cents over here would cost us £6 P. Was it been 10D over there? I think
there
were about 1 and 6 for the 3. I think there were about 1 and 6 for the 3 books. But yeah, I did open it because I wanted the 181.
It's 181 Poison Ivy.
You mad?
The first Poison Ivy. But these are. I mean, these are a lot later than that. A hell of a lot later.
That's one I bought as a kid. That one.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, that was my first collection, and I mean, we were at a little holiday camp, and they had a little shop, and it had a rack with the comics on, and it had all these 3-packs. I'd never seen them before. I never saw them again either, for that matter.
Not even including the 181, because that one's a holy grail.
Yeah,
those 3-packs of those 12 centers start at $2,000.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do. But the thing is, I mean, I was a kid then, picking up.
You should have known, Terry.
Yeah, I know I should have done it. But I sold them anyway, so it didn't really matter, does it? I sold them anyway. But no, as I said, it was in a holiday camp, and they say this spinner rack, and they had these. I'd never seen them before, as I said, and I never saw them again either. These 3-packs, and I just there was a book there that I noticed I hadn't got at the moment. I mean, because it was quite relatively new as well. That was a silly thing. I mean, I think I had issue 185 or 186 of Batman at the time, and so this was 181. So it was only a few months later. And I mean, over there, I mean, it used to be 2 or 3 months late anyway. Over here, so.
That was 66, wasn't it?
Yeah. But it was. I remember it really more than anything else. The main reason I remember it is because my mother and father split up for a little while.
Oh.
And we this holiday we went with my mum's mum, my gran, and my mum and me and my brother. We went on holiday, but my father wasn't there. And
this is issue 6. I thought it was issue 4.
That's what gets me remembering.
I've got to say,
more than anything else. And
you couldn't give away them Welcome Back comics to me.
He went for 10. He went for 10 issues because I got that as well, and that's got what should have been issue 11.
Right.
Yeah, I remember the Treasury. I don't think I ever had it, but I do remember it.
Uncle Scrooge.
That was the main reason I remember this thing with the 3-pack business. And as I said,
Captain Canuck in a sealed pack.
But no,
I do. Here's one you don't see every day: the sealed Smurfs 3-pack. And then to go with that, the sealed mini comics.
Oh.
There's a Smurfs movie out at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, it's supposed to be doing very well.
Sealed Green Hornets, Astro Boys, Racer X, the Now comics, they're loaded with different ones. Racer X. Random Valiant books still in the packaging.
I'm surprised those plastic don't melt or deteriorate.
Legionnaires. All 4 issues of Robin 2, the collector set with the holograms. 4 different holograms. And then I've got all the issues of this individually, plus the box set, plus the autograph mounted piece by Andy Kubert. With all 6 of them on there. And Pokemon issue 1 and 2. Still sealed.
I had a signed one of that. I bought when I got a really good buy once. It had first Batgirl in it. It had that signed by 3 of the cast. It had a few variants. It had the first Defenders. It had the 4th appearance of Doctor Strange. Some other bits. and got a really good deal for it, I thought. And I sold most of the stuff I didn't want, and it paid for itself, really. Which is always nice.
That's it for me. That's all I'm showing today. Unless I happen across where I put that them Deadmans, but I guess that's in my save them because I'm a big Deadman collector. My favorite DC character run hand in hand with Red Tornado.
Wow.
It's quite a collection of bagged stuff you've got.
Yeah, that's half of what I used to have. Mark got my Star Wars. Yeah, I've got like 4 record books still in here with all the records in them. Mark got a stack of those. So I've gotten rid of most of it. That's the fact I only have 1 DC box of big books left, and I had 4 at one point. So most of my DCs have gone over to Mark or gone up to Canada. So this is my leftovers.
You gifted me a couple as well.
I couldn't send you enough. I told you, man, if it was possible, I'd hand you 500 of these comics and not bat an eyelash.
You got anything to show? You got other than your things, Terry?
Well, you're talking about your old World's Finest, and I pull them out every week, sort of thing. These World's Finest. I told you about the new series, and I mean they're using it's like basically Silver Bronze Age sort of stories, and they've got those here that have come out so far. So I'm going to show you the covers of these if you want.
That's a lot.
Yes, well, there's 40 of them.
Exactly like 40 months,
out so far, plus the annuals.
Oh.
But that's the what it started with number 1.
You don't expect DC new comics to last more than a few months nowadays. Most of them seem to disappear after.
Well, this is it's written by Mark Waid, but he's really got into similar to the Superman film. I mean, that's it's the age there, because it's like with all these people moaning about the Superman film, Superman being beaten up and all this sort of business. I thought, read the beginning of the film. It says he's only been Superman for 3 years, so he's still not as strong as he will become. And that is why
he does get beaten up anyway. He gets beaten up a few bits.
I know. But it's so.
Well, I must say, one thing that I've seen that I didn't approve of was him knocking some bloke's teeth out. But that's not Superman. He keeps things.
What actually? But if you watch it carefully and do it in slow motion, because I'm going to do it. Was it him or was it Crypto?
What? Knock the guy's teeth out?
Yeah, with his paws.
I didn't know. I just saw a fist fly and his teeth were flying out.
Yeah. Who cares?
Crypto should know better. I thought he was a good doggy.
That's why he smashed all his bones as he was jamming about on him. That's another thing that made me laugh when people say, "Well, how's that? He's Superman." Yeah, but Crypto's also a bloody Kryptonian as well.
Yeah.
Have you seen the film, Gray?
No, not yet. No.
Because you do find out why Crypto's the way he is in the film, anyway.
Okay. Well, you think being the dog, I can never understand why a dog had the sense to not accidentally kill 1 million people every time it flew past them. You know what I mean?
Well,
he'd cut people's legs off just by wagging his tail. You'd think,
Hey Terry, here's one for you, real quick. Let me jump in real quick for him because I did have it sitting right on top of things. Since I have these in so many different places, I have a segment of ones that are date stamped. So. There's 213. So 206s. I don't even have them together. There's 216. And my favorite thing about that is that finger.
I got date stamp.
That's your birthday.
November 18th, 1968. I was 2 years old when this got stamped. But that's on my birthday.
Huh?
So, yeah, and my other ones, I have like 9 of that run from 206 to 216. There's 11 of them. I have 8 of them. So I don't have the big boys, but I do have 206 and.
I don't have any of that Strange Adventures. Deadman's all right. I don't think I'm that fussed about his first appearance. I think I'd rather have first Eclipso, first Animal Man, stuff like that. Those little characters. I wouldn't mind.
Well, you had the first Animal Man.
No, I haven't got the first Animal Man.
It was you, was it, Tempest? You've got the first Animal Man. You've shown that on the show, haven't you?
Yeah, Mark's got first Eclipso, hasn't he?
Well, I wouldn't mind getting as well as first Enchantress, the old witcheroo switcheroo. Yeah. I think she's real funny. Like when I read her stories, she's like the reverse of a male hero. She's got a man who loves her, but also loves the witch kind of thing. And it's like, oh, who will he? Oh, it's typical.
Similar boxes somewhere.
You've shown that before on your show, haven't you? That one. But no, as I said, these stories, Gray, are very Silver Age.
Yeah.
Silver Age, Bronze Age. Very, very much so.
You're not collecting anything new, are you, Tempest? Do you get any monthly ones?
Not currently. There's like I say, I got that Plastic Man one a while back. I've ordered that Metamorpho one. And I've ordered the new History of the DC Universe one, so I'll catch up with that.
You're going to flop it. You're going to get the graphic novel of that.
Yeah. There was also you had that Superman Treasury as well.
Yeah.
What's in that?
I haven't read it yet. No, it's supposed to be excellent.
That's something.
It's a big Superman story. I don't think it's loads of stories. I think it's one big story.
Yeah. They did a reprint of the Muhammad Ali one recently, didn't they? A year or so ago, didn't they?
I've actually ordered. I finally found somebody that did treasury bags that I didn't have to order 100 of. And I found somebody with 10, but they've still not sent them. And I ordered those before. I got that Thing 1 that's arrived, and I won that 2 days ago, and that's arrived. All of those, the thing that I bought from Facebook, that was 3 days ago. They've all arrived. Everything else, and there's a number of those Metal Men comics I showed on my last video. I ordered those well before, well after I ordered these bloody bags. And they still haven't arrived because the reason I haven't read the Treasury is because I don't want to damage it, and so I'm standing up in the moment in the middle of the larger books, but it's larger than those, and it's standing there. Until I get a bag and board for it. I just want to, so I can put it in. On one of the YouTube channels a few weeks ago, and I don't know whether you can get them in this country. They do Treasury. Clear boards, I've got the ones for the comics. I've got ones for Silver Age and Golden Age for the comics, but you can get clear boards for the treasuries as well. I've never seen them here.
They're very expensive, aren't they?
Well, they are. The small ones for comics are dear enough, so they're coming back at 10, and they cost you about 15, 16 quid. But the other one, I dread to think how much these are. But what they did was they put the clear one on. They used 2 backing boards for it and put it on there. But it does look. It keeps the book nice and flat and solid, and it obviously keeps it clean and all the rest of it. And it looks really nice as well, because all of those ones come with back and full covers. But I would like to be able to get a pack of those so that I can use them for the Treasury. And also get them for the slightly smaller books as well, the ones that have got a double cover on them anyway.
Hey, if you're looking for them, look up Life magazine holders. That's what they're listed under.
Well, the Treasury ones. The clear backing board.
The clear Treasury sized ones, they're actually called Life magazine holders. That's what I have mine in upstairs. I'd imagine that's off the United States eBay and stuff, but they're called Life magazine. Like that, you can buy Mylars, you can buy sleeves. You can buy all kind of stuff for them.
And they do the clear backing boards.
Well, and again, I don't know the brand new stuff, but a lot of things people use are actually, they've been out for a while, and they fit treasuries because treasuries are the size of the Old Life magazines.
Yeah, I'm talking about clear backing boards though, Carl. I can get the treasury bags. That's not a problem. It's the clear backing boards I'm talking about. The same size. I mean, the guy he was on one of the Joe's shows of Anachronic Comics, and it was one of his mates from Canada that had them. But so in this World's Finest series as well, Gray, they bring back a lot of old Silver Age characters as well. I mean, well, say the things that they brought back the Metal Men, they brought back Metamorpho, and a number of other. I mean, some bring back some characters never even heard of. From the from the 40s sort of thing. He's really gone for it.
Yeah,
but it's a really nice read. It's fun. It's a fun read.
Bring them back. Had the Metal Men disappeared from the main continuity then?
No, well, you don't see them very often, do you? That's what I mean. Bring them back in the sense that you actually see the characters. I mean, Metal Men get a mini series every now and again, but the Metal Men that are in this and the Metamorpho that are in this, they're the same ones that you read in the Silver Age, because the Metal Men in the new mini series that they've had, well, Christ, the last one was probably about 10 years ago now, but when they did have that, they changed a lot of it. But here, and they haven't. It's more like the old, the old way.
The last Metal Men series I read, they turned Doc into one of the robots as well.
Yeah.
That's happened in the Silver Age as well for a bit. They do play with that. And I think there was one in the 80s where they said that the responsometers were really just like the real Metal Men were human beings who had had an accident or something, and their memories were the responsometers. Or responsometers, or I say responsometers. I can't remember how Terry says it.
The few issues they became human, I enjoyed those stories, but I'm assuming it wasn't because it got cancelled, didn't it? Got cancelled. Then they brought out like 3 issues of reprints, and then they brought out another sort of dozen or so issues, and that was it. That was the end of it, sort of thing. But it was a shame. But I definitely preferred the Metal Men. I definitely prefer the Metal Men from the Silver Age.
I have an idea for an amalgam comic, even though it'd only be 1 panel long. Magneto versus the Metal Men. He clenches his fist. They all squish into one ball and drop to the ground. End of fight.
Was that not an amalgam though? There was not something like there was something we would do with the Metal Men.
Yeah, they did do with the amalgam comics. They did.
Yeah, was it Magneto?
It was Magneto. They did
Magneto and the Metal Men.
Yeah, but they did the Metal Men. That's the William Shatner variant.
Is that what it supposed to be?
I couldn't quite work it out.
Yeah, it's the William Shatner variant.
I thought it was Fred Deadman for it. Is it Fred Deadman?
Yeah. He used to go up and knock what's his name? Bloody great.
Yeah.
What's his down?
Steeplejack.
Steeple, that's it,
yeah. He's just missing his cloth cap.
Now I'm going to do a search for Fred Deadman in comics. The Weekly Adventures of Fred Deadman.
Where he's climbing up on a ladder on the side of the thing. He's got no bloody no safety rope.
There's no way they make a program like that nowadays, would there?
He has to climb out and over to get onto the thing and pull himself up. I'm like, I can't watch it, man. I'm so bad at heights anyway.
But you think about it, it's like the old. It's like the old Laurel and Hardy's, like the old, all those things. I mean, they climb up on those massive, great bloody metal buildings, and there was no CGI then. They all did their own stunts. They were up on those high things like that, doing those stupid stunts.
I can't remember.
Was it Buster Keaton? Buster Keaton, the other one. One of them was one that hanging off a clock.
Yeah, Harold
Lloyd, that's it. And he only had 3 fingers on one hand. The hand he was holding he had 2 fingers missing. And he was holding off a clock with 3 fingers of one hand.
In them days.
And all those stunts they did, when the house fell down and they were standing where the door was.
Yeah.
and so, I remember this one documentary, they were saying that they actually was telling them not to do it, didn't want him to do it, sort of thing.
In them days, they had to do it all in one take as well, didn't they? They didn't have all the blinking magic tricks they got nowadays. So they wanted the house to fall on him. They had to fall on him. They couldn't just
No, so if you got, I don't know, you get it in trades now, I suppose, but if you got this, I think you'd enjoy it. So because when they did the amalgam, they did a crossover with the Justice League, but like the modern Justice League, but when they did the crossover, it was like did it with different characters from the original kind of Silver Age Justice League. They crossed over with a different universe, if you like. Well, that's how it felt like to me, anyway.
Yeah, it's all bloody confusing now, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that was the funny thing about Crisis on Infinite Earths. When they did that was to clear it all up and say, right, we're in one world and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
But if you go on the DC database, when I'm doing my scripts and things like that for the Superman collection and stuff, all those imaginary, the ones they used to class as imaginary stories, oh no, they happened, on universe, whatever, or planet. Well, they've done it by issue number, don't they? It's like
it's just the multiverse now, though, is it? It's like the hyper reality or something, isn't it? The hyper.
They had it. What I'm trying to say is they had it like, say it happened in Superman 161.
Yeah.
That became Earth 161.
Yeah.
So, but on Crisis on Infinite Earths, supposedly there's only one Earth.
Yeah.
So how could it have happened on them? Because they don't exist. But all of a sudden they do. So
they've reopened the multiverse and the Pharaonic Man. That's cool.
Yeah, but I don't know why. So what the idea of Crisis was, because it was only a few years down the road. They totally annihilated, the idea and concept of it anyway, because they started adding things again.
I think the Pharaonic Man first appears in Atom, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure he's the early Atom villain.
Atom number 1.
I think so.
Jason Woodrue.
Yeah. Also a member of the New Guardians. Was it New Guardians? The Millennium.
That's another thing they do now as well.
Yeah.
All annuals are now number 1.
Oh gosh.
Because there's 2 annuals. At the moment, there's been 2 annuals for this series, 2004 and 2005.
Yeah.
But they're both number 1.
They should just put the year on it.
Because that's all they've done. They classed it as the year. But they still put number 1 on it. But I think it was, number 1 sell better.
I'll point that out.
People want those number 1s.
Yeah, you don't have to screw up your system, especially on that CLZ thing, because it gives it a different a different box every time. Rather than putting it in there, you've got 3 of the annuals. No, you've got one.
What does CLZ say about? What does it say about Green Lantern number 1? Because it doesn't actually say number 1 on it, does it? It just says June or something.
No, a lot back then they didn't put number 1 on. Lois Lane number 1 hasn't got 1 on it, has it? Jimmy Olsen number 1 hasn't got 1 on it. There's a number of them that haven't. They never did it. I can't. There was. I remember reading the reason for it, but I can't remember what it was now. But they did it for.
There was no idea why they thought no one would buy a number 1 because they didn't think it was popular. Like in the Golden Age, sometimes they'd start at number 3 or something, just so people would think they'd been going for a while. That's one of the things they used to do in the Golden Age, isn't it? Well,
there's one in the Silver Age as well. There's a comic, a weird comic. I remember it's
a 100-page spectaculars.
That's it. Yeah, it's got a black cover. It's got a candle in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah,
candle in the middle, and that's issue 3, isn't it? Or issue 4?
It's 4.
Yeah, but there are no 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 don't exist.
What's the Silver Age when you say?
It's funny, you had to put your hand on that when I'm talking about it, though, isn't it?
It's bronze. I think they were Bronze Age, 100 pages, weren't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, it starts at. It's here somewhere.
Yeah. As I say, it's a black cover, got a candle in the middle, isn't it? Candle, and the smoke from the candles rising off. And as I say, it's issue number 4, but there is no issue 1, 2, and 3.
Not Weird Mystery Tales.
No, it is weird something though.
It's just called Weird.
Yeah, it's just called Weird, I think. Yeah.
That, that cover description you mentioned sounds familiar, but I think it might be from a House of Mystery one. There's a bloke holding the candle, I think.
Yeah, there's no person on it. I don't believe there's anybody on there.
Like a weird. There's a character on it, but it's like it's a monster.
Yeah, it's sort of a monster, and it's in the background, and the candle's in the foreground, and the candle and the
foreground.
The smoke's ballooning off. But as I say, that's one where they've done it. They did that with there's oh Christ, what is it now? There was some after the annuals came out. When
even the Treasury didn't start at number 1.
No, that's That's when they brought out the annuals when they started. It was issue 1 to 15, and then they started numbering. Justice League 39, I think, was the first one, and that was it was an 80-page giant, and it was called G16, and that went up to issue 89. There it is, yeah, the monster now. Yeah.
Oh, it's just called Weird. I've seen that before as well.
Yeah. No, I remember buying
one teabagging someone. Is it? Is he teabagging someone who's sitting there underneath him?
Yeah, I remember buying that.
It says they're Mystery Tales.
Yeah, 71. Yeah, I remember buying that and then trying to find 1, 2, and 3. And of course, you didn't have the internet back then or anything else, so there was nobody to tell you there wasn't 1, 2, and 3. It took years to try and find it. Eventually, found out they weren't. Eventually, I found out they didn't exist. But I mean, said it was like 20 years before the internet, wasn't it?
So that's my there's a really battered copy of.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, brilliant.
And then there's Muhammad Ali off the.
Oh,
cover.
Brilliant.
And there's Superman.
Oh, fantastic.
With his boxing gloves on.
And a black pouch.
I mean, he's supposed to look like he does on the cover.
Yeah.
He's all cell shaded and what have you.
Yeah. That's brilliant. I bet they cost you a few pop, didn't they?
Well, I got them. I think they were only 40 quid because I got them when they came out. So.
Yeah. But no, so what did they bring those out when they brought out the reprint?
I think I don't know whether I think it was sometime after. Because I know they bought because I originally got there's a hardback version.
Yeah, I've got the hardback now.
Yeah, and I've got the Superman Wonder Woman one as well.
But the hardback obviously isn't the same size, is it? It's a normal comic size.
And I thought I'll see if I can track down the original. So that's why that one's a bit battered. It's just I thought I'd just grab the cheapest one I could find. And then it was quite a bit later when those figures came out. But I'm not entirely sure. They must have come out for a reason, but I can't remember what the reason was.
Maybe it was the anniversary, or maybe the anniversary of Muhammad Ali's death, or something or other.
Something like that, yeah. I think they were out before he passed away, though.
Yeah. But no, there was. Now I'm trying to think of it. You know that, as I said, you had the giant. The 80-page giants came out, and number 1 was Superman. And then you had number 2, I think it was Jimmy Olsen, number 3, Lois Lane, whatever. But it came out to issue 15. Then they stopped them. But number 16 was, I think, Justice League 39. And then they carried on. And the last issue was a Justice League issue as well. I think it was around about Justice League 68 or something or other. But they were all 80-page giants. But there was another Giants 80, or I think it was 64-page series that came out. And that started at a funny number. And it also had a letter with it as well. But there was never, I don't think it was a number 1 to 6 or 7 or something like that. I think it started
the 80 pages.
The C series, the C22. C20.
That's the ones I'm thinking of, yeah.
The 80 pages initially morphed into the G series.
Yeah, that's right. They did, yeah.
And then as I said, the G series carried on into ones that weren't necessarily 80 pages.
No, G16 was Justice League 39, I think. And then then whatever the issues were afterwards, but they had the little G number on them up to issue 89. I think it finished at 89, and then they forgot about it. But as Carl just said, I think because that Muhammad Ali one, I think that was a C21 or 22 or something like that, wasn't it? That was one of the first ones.
Yeah, C56.
Yeah.
Johnny just got that for $3 Canadian in mint condition.
Yeah.
My buddy up in Canada just got that for $3 Canadian.
That's see what I think that because that didn't start the C numbers didn't start off as the Treasury. They were another comic. Those C numbers, and then it drifted into.
I think
I think there's about 2 or 3 different things before it got to, or 1 or 2 different things before. It got
I think the first C series book was Secret Origins #1.
Ah, yeah.
Like the 1961.
But I don't think it was C1 though, was it?
No, that was the.
No.
Secret Origins was an 80-pager, weren't it?
Yeah.
Just something random. I mean, it literally was something random.
The first of the treasuries was one of the Rudolph.
Yeah, that was one of the hardest ones to get.
Well, the first treasury was that was the first crossover treasury.
Yeah, but that didn't. Superman, Spider-Man didn't have a C number. I don't think, did it? That was something different again.
No, those crossovers are different because they're both companies.
Yeah, because they were different. They're from a different.
I had all my treasuries up there, and I'm racking my brain. I want to say the first treasury was Rudolph.
Yeah, it is one of the Rudolph ones.
Yeah, it's Rudolph. The first crossover treasury was Wizard of Oz.
Who's that crossover with them?
I think that's the first.
Yeah. And what do they give out a number?
So that hasn't got a C number on it.
Or is it inside?
Not on the front, anyway.
No.
I can't find that weird comic anywhere. Is it called Weird Mystery Tales?
No, it's just called Weird.
If you just look for 100-page issue 4.
Are you talking about the Weird Treasury?
Yeah,
no, the weird 100-page. We were talking about books that don't start with the number 1. I was talking about Weird, and Tempest was able to put his hand straight on it, sort of thing. The Weird number 4 was the first issue. There was no 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
So, funnily enough, he got it there to hand.
There's Mystery Tales in the box next to it. So is it called Weird Mystery Tales?
If I'd have stayed upstairs, I'd be pulling
little box
out
next to it says Weird.
It did say Mystery Tales, yeah, but if you
on your box, you call it no.
You got it. It's 100 pages.
It's not under. I can't find it. Yeah, trying to search all types of weirds and look at it. It's not under Weird Mystery Tales anyway. I wonder what it might say in the indicia, but maybe it's under 100-page weird or something, or weird 100 pages. Gosh knows.
Yeah, and you can tell in like the earliest 70s, they tried all these experimental things. They tried different distribution things. You can tell when companies changed hands because for like the next 3 years, they'd try these random things and then try something else and then try another fad.
If you put weird 100 pages into eBay, it'll pop up.
Yeah, because
I'm trying to find it on my comic shop, but it doesn't matter.
Just looking at that DC numbers now, DC 4 was that one we're talking about, Weird. DC 5 was Love Stories. DC 6 was World's Greatest Superheroes. I've got that one.
And that's 7 is the other Love Stories.
And then DC 7 was Superman 245.
And the DC 4.
DC 8 was Batman 238.
Let's try DC 4.
9 was Our Army at War. They all became.
Sorry, Terry.
Sorry, no, they all became up to issue DC 13. They were all another number of another comic, and then it changed again. DC 14 was just Batman, and then with Superboy, Sergeant Rock, Justice League, Superman, Tarzan, Batman, Superboy, Flash. But they was all single.
Yeah, Flash was 22.
Yeah.
If you look,
what you're saying is not at all confusing.
DC 100 page, it pops up.
Yeah.
DC 100.
DC 100
pages, is that?
Yeah, because it's the super spectacular.
Yeah. So I just put DC 100 DC database. I just put Weird in DC database, and it comes up.
Look at how much that issue of finds.
Yeah, a good reference point for that is if you open up an Overstreet price guide, they actually have it broke down on those issues, and it'll say appears as DC this. You know, like Batman 238 or
so
whatever.
Super Spectacular is actually the name of it. In
Yeah,
and you're right.
Look
That starts at number 4.
Issue 5. $600.
Cool, we're £130 for that number one. That first one. Wow. Screw that. And number 14 I've got. I recognise that.
Issue 5 as
Mine
well.
was going for a lot less.
That 5's the pricing one. That's
I think I got that Sergeant
Ranko
Rock
love
one as well.
stories in it, right? Look at him pulling out all these money books. Steve with the bank. All that full money coming in, huh?
I didn't pay a going price for them.
Yeah, that's the thing I know on the that collection of thing I got. I said it in my video, but of course nobody's bothered to answer it. But when I put it in the CLZ, it comes up with 2 covers. One's a yellowy cover and one's a green cover. The one I've got is the greeny cover, which is supposedly the Canadian.
Which number is that?
It's the last one, issue 36.
But
what DC
yeah,
number?
Things I've seen on that, and again, there's articles in Overstreet and stuff like that. They were trying different things, and the reason like Love Story 5 is so expensive is because the print run is like a quarter of what they normally printed. And then it was aimed at girls. Then it's an oversized so that it's condition sensitive. So there's like 10 different reasons why you want to have that book in good condition now. But yeah, the print runs were always shorter on those because there were more money. They couldn't make as much. So if they'd print 100,000 standard issues, then they were only printing 25,000 of the 100 pagers.
All the romance ones were hard to get. You just can't find them over here for a start.
But yeah, there's a they definitely lowered the print run. And then distribution.
That's
a lot of that
stuff, cover. That's number 4.
It's number 35, Gray. But you see, that's a green cover. But when I put that on my CLZ, it comes up as the Canadian variant.
Yeah.
What's the price on that?
But it's 75 cents.
Of what?
It's 75 cents. But
what is it? It's the thing, right?
Yeah, but the thing is the UK and the Canadian price are on it as well. Canadian price is 95 cents. So that's what I'm saying is, but when I put it on the CLZ,
why would they make it?
It does it in a bracket with CAN on it as though it's the Canadian one. But there are, when I've looked on the thing there are 2 different colours. There's a yellow cover or yellowish back cover, and there's this greenish one. And the yellowish one is the American direct edition.
Well,
but
yeah,
this one,
that's
CLZ is saying it's the Canadian one, but it can't be the Canadian one because the Canadian price is on there, along with the US price and the UK price.
This is really annoying. How bloody annoying is this? Yeah, I'm on bloody My Comic Shop, putting in Thing number 35, and it's giving me like something is killing the children, and Swamp Thing before it gives me the Thing, which is what I've typed in. Why would it give you the options of all the other titles first?
Did you type in that thing?
It's bloody ridiculous.
You got to type in the thing.
Well, I typed in Thing afterwards, but still. No, I did type in the Thing first of all, and it didn't. And when you actually look on the thing, it just says Thing, even though it says the Thing. But you still shouldn't give me something is killing the children before you give me Thing.
No, because
so I've typed in Thing.
With these books, because I turned around to the kiddie and said, I thought, are you from Canada or you've holidayed in Canada, and that's how you've got these, the Canadian price variants. And he said, no, he said, I don't know how they are. And also, not only had Canadian price variants, I also had 2 newsstand edition as well.
I've got a whole box of Canadian price variants up there.
I know, but we don't get them here. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how the guy got them.
I'm thinking.
He said he's told me he bought these, as they came out. I mean, he's selling his collections, and he bought them.
Is he in upstate New York? Is he in a border state?
The other ones. You said there's another colour one.
Eh?
My
No,
guess
he's in
is
England.
he's in a border state like New York or something.
He's in England, Carl.
He's in England, Carl.
Oh,
He's an
in
English
England.
guy. That's
Was
what I'm
he not-
saying. He's an English
You
guy.
understood that?
He's buying them in England. And so I just said to him, I didn't know.
I can only see the green cover here.
Yeah.
Jerry.
There's two. There is definitely, as
I
far
can't
as
see
the
any
seals,
variants
there's
on
two
my
different
comic
colours.
shop.
Well, actually, there's 4 covers. There's not 4 covers. Sorry, there's 4 different ways of pricing it. There's the Canadian price one that I've got on here. There's this one I've got here. There's a some other. There's the oh Christ, what was it? The newsstand edition, and then there's the other Canadian one.
What's even more annoying is that if you do that search, and it also brings up everything's Archer.
Yeah.
Well, something to think about with that is, again, that's right when they were changing over to all the direct market stuff. They were changing over to, they stopped doing pence variants. They stopped doing Canadian price variants when they put multiples. And if you get in that timeline, somebody's just tinkering with something, and they just use that. They obviously use that issue to test the theory.
Well, no, I mean, it's not just this issue. I mean, through the 30 books that I've got, I think I've got 6 Canadian price variants, and I've got 2 newsstand as well. And you don't get those over here. And he said he was buying them off the shelf. He didn't say he'd been to a convention or anything to buy them. It just seemed weird to me. And not only that, I mean, what his price he sold these to me. I mean, I was looking up. I mean, on the COZ.
Yeah,
and I mean,
you got them a pound a piece, basically, right?
Yeah, that's right. And the first appearance, there's the first appearance of one of the Miss Marvels, and that's supposed to be going for about 25 quid. And I got this £35.
That comic you just showed, that was her first appearance.
That
was her first
it's
appearance,
the one,
35, Sharon Ventura.
Yeah.
You want to know what that sounds like to me, Terry?
Yeah.
You know how they ship comics, right? Or how they shipped comics on pallets, and they'd put like 5,000 bucks on a pallet and ship it. That sounds like a Canadian pallet that was supposed to be distributed to Canada that got shipped over to England and just got sold.
Possibly.
And that would cover maybe 3 months.
That and several times.
Well, again, and you look at the timelines, it just sounds like shipping distribution, like they stopped shipping to Canada, so they just shipped them to the UK or something.
Yeah, that's odd. So I mean,
It's
just
got a free price on it. How can it be? If it's got free prices on it, surely that'll be used in all 3 markets.
But that's right as that started. Literally right as that started.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying. But I'm only going by what this thing said on the CLZ. I mean, the only way the CLZ would know this is if it's come across one of them covers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't make it up. I mean, it's an AI computer, so you can't make it up. So, therefore, there must have been a copy like that. And like I said, I've got 2 different colours on mine.
I'm going to take a stab in the dark. The date on that is March 1981.
This one is it must be something around there. No, can't be 81. No, 86.
86.
May 86. This is
Oh well, that's when they did the 25. That's them tinkering around again. That was a tinkering thing.
But no, because I mean, I sold my collection in 84, and I think I had the first 12 issues of this before I sold them, so I never ever had the full set. But it just seemed fascinating to me that it got all this mixture of sort of the normal ones, and then the newsagent covers, and then the Canadian price variants. I mean, I might have noticed the Canadian one, but I wouldn't have noticed the other things there. But it's only this CLZ sort of thing that just highlights it all, that you realise you've got something different, kind of thing, But, yeah. Anyway, I mean, I know that I certainly got a bargain. I mean, to pay £35 for 30 comics. And I mean, I said on my video, they're all in fantastic, in great condition.
Yeah, you definitely got one of anomalies.
One of them's got a couple of bends on it, sort of thing. But and that, truthfully, I think happened when he packed them, because I mean, they weren't to do it cheap. He didn't put any bags and balls on them.
So, how many months does that anomaly cover? 3 months, 6 months, a year?
Well, I mean, no, it covers I mean, where are we? The issue 1 came from somebody else anyway. Right. I love this one as well. Something I've never seen because I always used to see Spider-Man or Captain America or whatever, but they've done Spidey and Thing. I like that. Spidey was a thing. Right. Right, number 26, August. That's a Canadian print. Number 20. I thought I had more, actually. Yeah, number 18. Mm-hmm. Number 13. Number 10. Number 8.
Well, that officially makes no sense to me. No. That's not a shipping snafu.
No. I'm looking for 2 issues that aren't there. Silly bugger. I haven't got issue 4. But not at the moment. Not at the moment. But yeah, I thought I had more actually. But yeah, that's. But like you say, it spreads throughout the whole series, which is weird. But I don't care. I've got them now. As I said, 35 quid posted. I thought that was a bargain. The silly thing is, I mean, I won the thing number 1, and that cost me 23 quid. And I bought the other 4 I didn't have. Bought those, and they actually come to more money than I paid for the 30. But you know, it's sod's law, isn't it? But still, I mean, even that it's only cost me around about 65 pounds. So they cost me just over £2.50 each. We got, I mean, comics cost £3.70 now. Yeah. Or free. I paid £3.20 for a $3.99 book. So I've actually bought those for 70 pence less. I mean, I know they're second hand, but they're in, as I said, with the exception of one of them. And as I said, I think that's the way that he packaged it. He packaged it, and one of the back cover folded up underneath in the packaging, and he put it on that. So that, but I sort of flattened that out, and it's not too bad. I mean, it's not ripped or anything. It's not damaged in that way. And everything else is just as sound as a pen.
Not bad, that mystery box off MJ comic.
And no, that's nothing in anywhere remotely close to being anything like that. No, that is absolutely ridiculous the way they've done it. The funny thing, what was so funny when I was watching that video of yours, our doorbell went, and I sort of went round the corner, and it was the postman, and I opened the door, and he had left my parcels by the side. And he could have shoved them through the door and fucked them up just the way that yours were. Yeah. But he didn't. He left them. Yeah. I thought it was so weird. It's such a irony there. I
said to Gary, I was once on the other side of the door while the poster was shoving a package through that was blatantly too big for the envelope. But I was more for me for just standing there watching him do it, to be honest with you.
No, so, but no, I've got.
I remember once I was expecting a comic, the first Star Sapphire, and whoever sent it to me didn't put a bag and border in it, and that was the only thing I was expecting. The postman comes to the door, and I don't know why he knocked. I think it might have been recorded delivery, but there was no bag or board. But he's handing me like this. Here you go, mate. Here's your comic. I'm like, look. Here's your package, and he was only like that. I knew it was a Star Sapphire. That was the only thing that I was expecting in the post. So I grabbed it off him. Before he got ruined.
I've been pretty lucky because I have been really lucky in a sense because the main postman that delivers is a comic collector, so he knows exactly what he's delivering. Because I asked, Darren sometimes puts the cover of one of the books that he's put in the box. I said, please don't do that when you send me mine. Yeah. Because one day I might not get a parcel.
You might have them away on his phone.
Yeah. He hasn't done
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, exactly.
One day. Because to be honest, that's what that Kolchak book. That's what I thought would happen to that. I thought he had found it before it was lost. You know.
Yeah. I used to collect arcade boards, and I had to go and pick one up from the post office once. And the person that sent it me had wrapped a piece of bubble wrap around it and then chucked it in a black bag, in a bin bag. The bin bag was all torn, and the guy just handed me this arcade board, and I just thought, this is never, there's no way this is going to work. But it still worked. Couldn't believe it when I plugged it in and it popped up. Bloody hell.
What the hell is an arcade board?
The stuff, insides of the arcade machines.
What is an arcade board?
Hey?
Right.
Your video games.
Yeah.
So it's not actually a video game, it's just the boards from the sides of the machine.
No, it's the actual game.
Right, so it's like a computer board.
Yeah. Let me show you one. Because I've still got them all.
Okay. What, and you plug them into an actual thing and you play them up?
I'm beginning to think this young man has like some serious bank if he's got these collections. You got some serious full money.
Well, it's his OnlyFans, Kyle. His OnlyFans is like off the charts.
He's the king of Sheffield and he's not letting on.
Isn't that right, Temple?
So there's that's your video game.
You're an IT guy, aren't you?
Something like that came into bubble wrap in.
Yeah, I don't know which one. That's Final Fight. If you ever play Final Fight.
No,
Steve, are you an IT guy or something?
Yeah, a little bit. But I got into the playing arcade game scenes at some point.
So you plug them into a screen or something and they work, or you put them on your television, or
I have what they call a super gun, which is basically it's the insides of an arcade machine, but just on a little board. So you plug that into it, you plug a power supply in, plug it into your TV, plug some controllers in, and you're playing your arcade game. Mm-hmm. So it's just like having an arcade machine. It's just the insides of it.
Right. On the telly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. So you thought you'd get them rather than a console?
Well, I got
the
them
nerdy point. Is that what it is?
I got them as well as consoles.
Steve, are you going to Thought Bubble this year?
Probably not, but I'm not. Why are you going, Terry?
I'm hoping to. To go this year.
To be honest with you, I've never actually been.
No. So I mean, the main reason I'm going is to say hello to the YouTube, people sort of thing.
Well, you'll see Mark there. Mark swears by Thought Bubble.
Yeah, I mean, depending on when it is, I might nip down because it's not far.
Yeah, I was thinking. You're only just down the road from you, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only a short train ride to Leeds anyway.
You three guys could be down there and do a show from there.
Yeah. Yes, it's November.
Where is it?
Harrogate.
Oh, Harrogate, is it? Okay.
Harrogate, yeah.
I thought it was Newcastle for some reason. Don't ask me why.
No, if it was Newcastle, he wouldn't go.
Bit far.
I mean, it's bad enough that he's revealing he's buying Marvel comics. I mean, Christ almighty, the person from Sheffield going to Newcastle. That would cause problem. No, I wanted to go last year, but I wasn't able to for obvious reasons. But this year,
you're going to get some art done while you're there.
I'm going to get some respite, and I mean, it's already booked up, ready, so that sort of thing. I mean, all I've got to do is go. I still haven't decided whether I'm driving there or going by train, but I think I will go by train. I'm not sure I really want to drive for 5 hours anymore.
I'm pretty sure Mark drives up there, so just go by train and have Mark.
You're going to get a respite. You might as well get a respite from driving as well, won't you?
Pardon, Matt? What did you say, Gray? Sorry, didn't hear that.
I said if you're going to get a respite, you might as well going to get a respite, you might as well get a respite from driving as well.
Yeah, that's true. Just to say, I mean, when I looked up last year, the train fare was around about £70, I think it was. So, but I was wondering whether I was going to. I wasn't sure whether I was going to
advance.
Pardon?
Can't you book it in advance and get it cheaper?
Yeah, I would just say I will do. I just say I will probably do that.
Yeah.
But, no, I've.
Sometimes train travel is really weird. If you get a ticket to a different station, like near it, sometimes you can get it so much cheaper. Like when I used to go with my brother in Leicester, you go to Leicester, it's like £70. You go to Nuneaton, which is about the same distance drive, it's about £20, and it's the same distance from where he lives. It's just stupid. So we're looking into anyway.
I've got to get around to like you say, I've got to get around to booking it, and so once I've booked it, then I know I'm definitely going. But I'm not sure whether I'm going to stay. I was planning on sleeping on a Saturday and maybe staying over, but I don't know how that works with respite. I don't know whether they, do that because they would have to stay here, and I don't know whether they would sleep. They would do a sleepover. I don't know. So it's I'll probably just go there for Saturday and then come back till late Saturday night, early Sunday morning.
Well, again, get with Mark because Mark always has a plan for Thought Bubble.
Yeah, that's true.
See what he's got going on, and
yeah.
He may have a room already booked with a pull-out couch, and he might let you tag along with him there. So
yeah, it's a possibility. Yeah, I can have a speak.
Double room.
Yeah.
No, you guys go raid Steve's place and Steve.
I'll call it night.
No. It's the thing is whether I stay. It's whether I can stay. Whether I can stay for the 2 days. Whether V would be looked after for those 2 days. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
So as I said, if the respite they'll do a full day, but whether they'll do a full day and night is another matter entirely. I mean, I've got enough hours. I mean, I've got over 30 hours now. And I mean, with it's not until November, so I've got plenty of hours and save up. I mean, I have used a few because I've been going to the pictures, but I just stopped going to the pictures and I'll just save them up if they're okay. I have to find out from what they would do. Just say that. I mean, obviously they would sleep. I mean, I'd change the sheets and they'd sleep in my bed, sort of thing. That's not a problem. But so I'll have a think about it and see just whether I'd stay there both nights, or stay a night, I should say, and then sort of like they have breakfast with the YouTube mob and then go off or go there. I mean, I've spoken to Ian Richardson, the guy that done my books for me. He's going to be there. And he's doing a couple of more books for me, and he may have finished them by then, and I'll be able to pick them up from him, when I'm up there. But so I was just all worried about whether, with Madam sort of thing, looking after her. That's the only thing I've got to think about. There's a possibility of speak to a daughter. The trouble is, a daughter is a foster carer, you see, and so she gets very little time. And looking after her mum. I mean, she'd like to do it. Is whether she'd be able to is the matter. I mean, she's just recently. Yeah. She's just got a new girl, foster girl, there that just came off a Vietnamese boat, and they've asked her to keep her in Ireland for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Like not let her out of your sight, kind of thing. So she's got all that to do as well because she's got her own. Well, say her own children. I mean, one of them doesn't live at home anymore. Anyway, her own children is 23, and it's Daniel's birthday actually on Sunday. He'll be 19, so she hasn't really got them to look after in that sense. But she's got three foster kids that are not that age. They're a lot younger. Well, one of them's at 16, 17, going on 12. That sort of thing. So, but so I've got those things to think.
I'm going to call it a night, guys. I'm knackered.
Okay. Yeah, all right then, mate. No worries.
I'm going to call it a night now. We're finished with a video.
Too bad Bill didn't contact us from San Diego.
If it works.
Excuse me.
That's not a bad one. That's worth a super chat, if you ask me.
Yeah. Well,
that's a whole video. That's just like one clip. It's like literally, I just downloaded a 40-minute video of her sitting there just farting. Like that first one, I didn't need any more after that. That one's enough, mate.
Hey,
what's the name of the one on?
Some people must get a kink.
What's the one on Slingers that always banging your money for farting?
Oh, Werewolf by Lunchtime.
Yeah, well, yes. So he'd love all of that. You'd be quinting.
Yeah, hopefully I might.
You'd be buying another Lois Lane.
Can you AI's a lot of space on that?
Eventually.
When she's farting, if you could AI her face on top of that,
I haven't got that ability.
So you'll be buying plenty of Lois. You'll be
marrying Jimmy Olsen.
So you'll be able to get issue 106 of Lois Lane.
Did you see that
from him?
Did you see the AI picture of Dylan Slatter marrying Jimmy Olsen?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
It was cool. Well, I'm going to finish it, guys. I'll see you next week, maybe.
Yeah, see you later, guys.
See you later. Cheers.
Cheerio.
Night.
Night.
Bye.